Hey guys, New York Dan here with a Sarasota Tim update. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Getting a little bit of sunnier out in New York. Been wet here. That's the problem. I keep wanting to get outside and get stuff done outdoors. Keeps thundering, raining, that type of thing going on. The temps have come way down though, which is great. Great for doing work at least, right? Well, I got some notes here on Sarasota. Not much to write down because to be honest, there hasn't been much going on his channel. I really didn't miss anything. I was out in wine country over the weekend. Best cup of coffee I ever had in my life. You got to get excited like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the people want. That's how he got these 2,000 subscribers. I bet you we're going to find out. Mm. So, yeah, what I want to do is this. If the theory's out there that JV's buying him the subscribers, right, Johnny Vegas, and this might make sense. Unfortunately, JV has had some medical issues going on, some serious stuff. The poor guy, we'll have to keep him in our prayers. He may need to have a heart transplant. Very scary. He's back home, luckily. Here's the thing. When he was in the hospital, that subscriber count held steady. He got back home and then it bumped up again. It's starting to go up again, right? We're talking over 2,000 subscribers. If you're one of those new subscribers out there, and you see, the thing is, these videos get all linked together when you bring up Sarasota Tim. So 2,000, there's gotta be like at least 20 that see my video as well come up, and I'm gonna tag the title, try to do a poll on this video. If you're one of his new subscribers, put in the comments why you subscribed to Sarasota Tim. What content enticed you to try his channel? We're all curious. We're all curious. What is the lore of the channel? What are these subscribers? Why are they signing up? And why are they signing up now? Before he was doing a Western adventure, doing travels at least, new things were going on, with the trailer, and he could learn stuff, what's going to happen, how do you trailer, how's the truck run. Lately, it's been boringville. I was away the whole week and I didn't miss much. Okay, so he's getting all excited about this Toyota Avalon. That's the latest thing going on. Yesterday, I watched that. All right, now I gotta ask the question: is Sarasota Tim going into comedy? Toyota Avalon, it is a sedan. It's supposed to be a luxury sedan, I guess, but it's not really luxury. It's not like Lexus, Mercedes, top of the line stuff that's like really known for quality, Cadillac. No, it's a Toyota. And it's even a discontinued model, apparently. They're not even making it anymore. So he's getting excited about this Toyota Avalon. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? How do you get excited about something like that? He's talking about maybe buying one used. I think what's going on, Miss Tammy wants to move into the villages. Tim's alluded to this before, and I've actually talked about it on my channel before. There are bylaws with the condos you have to agree to, and I don't think they allow pickup trucks. They consider them to be like an eyesore. So now Tim's thinking, maybe I can cash out the truck, buy this Avalon used, because I'm going to be moving into the villages. But as far as content goes, this is about as boring as it gets. I mean, the next thing, what's he going to be doing? Living in the villages, driving a nondescript car, It's gonna be going what to the clubhouse at the condos and hanging out with like old guys like Herb Epstein, and they're gonna be in the clubhouse playing like pinochle or doing hey guys, I'm crushing it today from the clubhouse with Herb. Yeah, we're lifting weights here in the clubhouse gym. We're gonna do a little shuffleboard later. It's exciting stuff here going on. I'm bringing it to you. That, I mean, that seems like where the channel's going. I don't know. I don't quite get it. Okay. What's going on? Because if you're going to do a car, if you're going to get excited about getting a car and you're doing a YouTube channel, heck, you know me, I'm into cars with my Benz products channel. Why don't you get yourself something really unique, something cool? You're living in South Florida. You don't have to worry about snow. Your car will not rust. You can keep it in mint condition. Why don't you buy a classic? Forget Toyota. What about maybe like, hey, how about Oldsmobile? A 98 Regency Brougham from the early 1980s or late 70s. That would be a nice ride for Florida. How about a large full-size Cadillac from like the 1970s? Maybe a sedan DeVille, and you can get a 500 cubic inch V8 in that. I mean, do something like that. If especially with the channel, bring us something exciting to like you can cruise around with that. You could take that to Miami, go down to A1A, film the car. You get a lot of people coming up to you with cars like that. You can talk to them and meet people. You could bring it to car shows. Do something like that. Don't you get a cookie cutter car? I mean, come on. I don't know what would be more boring than getting that a Toyota Avalon. Maybe if you're gonna buy a Kia or something like that. Can't believe it. So yeah, the okay. What else exciting going on with his channel? He bought a damn crock pot. What the heck, man? He's cooking in this crock pot, and he did a recipe in it. I can't. I don't know how this gets so many views, man. I cannot figure this junk out. And you know what the funny thing with Sarasota is? He had a crock pot before. He keeps throwing out all his junk. He says he's going to be a minimalist. He throws everything in the garbage, and then he goes to Walmart and he films himself at Walmart rebuying all the junk he threw out before. He keeps doing this crap. It's ridiculous. He just bought fans at Walmart. I swear, I just saw him last year buying fans at Walmart. He did that last summer. It gets hot out, he goes to Walmart and buys his crap. And then when the weather gets cold, he throws it out. He's like, I'm a minimalist. This fan, I got no problem throwing stuff in the garbage. I'm going to throw this fan out. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And yeah, if you think about it, even his trademark slogan, crush it. He always says crush it, right? Well, what does he crush? He crushes his damn plastic water bottles when he throws them out. If you're going to crush something, you're probably throwing it out. So when he says crush it, he basically says throw the day away. I don't know what you could do. Just throw it out. So that's some of the stuff going on with his channel. Hopefully we get some answers. I'm just curious. What's the deal with these subscribers? Okay, so what else is going on? I'm trying to get my phone upgraded, which I've been talking about, just to fill everyone in. Listen, I'm not getting paid for this junk. I'm not like a brand ambassador, all right? I just do this stuff for fun. And the reason I got a better phone was for the camera. You can get any cheap cell phone. The camera will work if you put it on a tripod. The problem is when you start doing things on the fly, you want to get landscapes, you want to do things like that. Or like me, if I'm going to the restaurants or the wineries, like I was just doing, You need it to have stabilization. And I should bring a selfie stick with me to get some shots. Maybe I'll start doing that. But when you're at the table or you're eating, you don't want to be like, that's kind of rude to have. This way, if it's everything's in the phone, you can just like film right on the fly. So anyway, I got a much better phone. I'm just got to dial it in. There's so many adjustments with like the settings, the camera settings, stuff like that. And I'm activating it on Boost. Wanted to tell everyone they have a deal going on right now, 25 a month, locked in, high speed data, really good plan, 30 gigs of high speed. That's very good. And the first month now, $12 and 12.50, something like that, half price. Deal is you got to call them up and they got to mail you the SIM for your new phone. You can bring any phone, your regular phone. You can check with them if it will work. They have a 5G network. My new phone's 5G. They got to mail you the SIM. I didn't know that. I should have called them up earlier. You have 30 days to activate the SIM, at least, maybe longer. So if you call them in advance before you cancel your old plan, you get the SIM. Then you call them up when you're ready to activate that SIM. So just so people know, it takes like 1 to 5 days, the lady said. Hopefully I don't lose phone coverage. My Metro expires in like 2 days. I don't want to have to repay them again for another month. It's messed up. So I'll let everyone know how that works. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing this Titanic shirt today because, well, it's a bad shirt to wear for this because I'm getting ready to do my cruise videos live from Carnival Venezia. That's coming up. It's coming up at the end of the week, real soon here. You're going to see. Um, so I figured I got this before when I was on a cruise, actually. I got this in Ireland and at the site where Titanic last left. And some of the people on the cruise were worried. We went to a Titanic museum there. And they have a recreation of some rooms from Titanic. It was very interesting. I'll show you the video sometime. But anyway, a few people were like, they were getting worried about going back on the ship after going in that museum. I'm like, you know what though? If it hadn't been for the icebergs being around, Titanic never would have sunk. So I'm like, you have nothing to worry about, because we were sailing in the summertime and the icebergs, apparently years ago, there were more icebergs drifting down during the winter season. I think it sunk around April. So I'm like, guys, you have nothing to worry about. There's no icebergs around. Even if we were sailing on Titanic from Ireland this time of year, it wouldn't sink. So anyway, yeah, cruises are coming up, and Sarasota is going to be going on a cruise as well. So pretty interesting stuff. I've been watching this other guy on YouTube also. He's called Old Guy Carnivore. Interesting channel. I believe he lives in Florida, and this guy lives in like a modest little, like not a trailer, but like a very small house in like looks like a retirement community. And it's interesting to watch this guy Mitch. He's been eating for 1 year. He's been eating only meat. Now, this is all fine and good. He's lost a lot of weight, right? But the $1 million question is, what happens to you if you keep doing this year after year? There's been people on YouTube that have been going carnivore and they said they had heart problems. They got all kinds of bad stuff happen to them after a certain amount of time. Mitch claims that this is the best diet and he's healthier than ever. He says his cholesterol is like 370, something like that. He's not concerned about it. He claims if you eat more sugary things, your cholesterol is lower. And he said it's all kind of a hoax. And he said the high cholesterol isn't dangerous. That's not what causes problems. So we'll see. I'm watching his channel, just seeing what he's doing, and I'm just curious how he does. If I mentioned before, he's 77, 77 years old, and he has cigars. He smokes cigars too. So I don't know, old guy carnivore. We're watching it, and we'll see. We'll see how he's doing. So yeah, that's what's going on here. And hey, it's getting a little bit better out now. The sun, well, it goes in and out the sun here, but I'm going to try to get outside and get some car junk done. I live in a blue state, and you know what? God, I wish I lived in Florida because you don't even have to get your car inspected in Florida, believe it or not. My inspection's coming due or it expired. I have to get my car re-inspected because the registration has to be renewed. They will not let you renew the registration unless your car has a valid inspection. It's all computerized. It really bites being in New York. And the thing is, if you have like collector cars, say you don't drive them all the time, they're sitting in a garage. It's such a hassle to have these things inspected every year if you want to register it. And they bill you, they charge you full price. Even if you have a collector car registration, you got to pay the same price as any other car you're driving, a daily driver. So New York is really anti-collector car. They don't want people to have that. This is kind of like, it's terrible how you kind of get a sense that you lose your freedom with some of this stuff. You don't have freedoms. This isn't what like United States was about. We're supposed to have more freedoms, you know? You can't, they don't want you to have that. They don't want you to be able to have collector cars. They want everyone, ideally, take the bus, public transportation, or maybe ride a bicycle. They don't want people, maybe in general, to have a car. It's very, very expensive. So, anyway, I'm dealing with that. I got to do a couple of repairs on it. One of the tires I had to replace, etc., before I can inspect it and get the registration renewed. So, that's what's happening here. And I'm getting ready for this cruise. All right, I think I got everything pretty much covered for now. We'll see what happens with Sarasota. If he's going to be going to the gym with his friends at the villages next, or hanging out at the clubhouse, driving that Avalon around. It's going to get even more boring. Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. This is New York Dan.